Oh, wow, Sophia. This whole case has just got me completely captivated. It's truly, truly horrific, you know?
Totally. It's one of those stories that just really shakes you to your core. So here's Ariel Quine. She's a Maui resident, planning what sounds like a total dream birthday trip to Oahu, Hawaii, with her husband, Gerhardt, and their kids. A family vacation to celebrate her birthday on March 24th, 2025.
Right. A birthday trip to Hawaii? That just sounds so idyllic. So they leave Maui and get to Oahu. I recall a hike was planned for them, correct?
Exactly. They arrive on March 23rd, and the very next day, her actual birthday, they head out for a hike on the Palipuka Trail. Gerhardt actually planned it, telling Ariel about it kinda last minute, which at the time probably felt like a spontaneous, sweet gesture.
A last-minute hike on her birthday. And it starts off like that, I imagine. But something clearly changes, or we wouldn't even be discussing it. So what happens as they begin their journey on this particular trail?
So they pressed on up the Palipuka Trail on Oahu. Ariel described it as becoming incredibly narrow and exposed. She started feeling a strong sense of unease, a gut feeling, and told Gerhardt she wasn't comfortable and wanted to turn back. There were even other hikers nearby, appearing a bit lost themselves, trying to find the path.
Okay, so he went ahead, then came back? Did he try to pressure her to keep going?
Yes, he absolutely did. He told her it was too dangerous to go back alone, urging her to stick with him since they'd already completed the toughest part. He kept pushing, but she stood her ground, saying she wasn't enjoying it. And then that's when things truly blew up. He got right in front of her, facing her, and then he forcefully grabbed her by her upper arms.
Oh my goodness, Sophia. That's just awful. What did she do when he grabbed her like that? Was she still trying to get free?
Yes, Isabella. She's screaming, asking what he's doing, telling him to get off her. He's yelling back, "Shut the F up, you're done, nobody's going to hear you." Just really, really awful. And then he pulls out a syringe, a clear syringe with a blue plunger. He grabs it from his left hand and tries to inject her with it. She bats it away, managing to get it on the ground, away from them.
A syringe? Oh my God. What happened after that? Did he keep attacking her?
He does. He gets on top of her, straddling her across her waist. She's fighting. She's screaming. She even bites his forearm to try and get him off. He's still yelling, calling her a lying and a whore. She's desperately trying to pry a vial out of his hand. And then he starts hitting her in the face and head with a rock. She believes he was trying to knock her unconscious to drag her over the cliff. It's absolutely sickening.
So she's being hit with a rock, screaming, and then at some point, other women hikers hear her, right? That's what saved her?
That's right. The other hikers eventually hear her screams and start yelling that they're calling 911. That's when Gerhardt freezes, kneels back, and then just, stares. Ariel manages to crawl away slowly towards the women, who then help her down the trail. But this horrific incident didn't just come out of nowhere, Isabella. There was a hard season in their marriage leading up to this.
So there were marital problems before this then. What kind of problems were they having that would lead to something so violent?
Apparently, in December of the previous year, Gerhardt had logged into Ariel's WhatsApp account. He found messages between her and a coworker, Jeffrey Miller, and became incredibly upset. He accused her of having an emotional affair, even though she insisted there was nothing physical. He called her names, like a lying and a whore.
Wow, so it stemmed from like jealousy and a breach of privacy. Did they try to, fix things after that confrontation?
They did. They started individual and couples therapy, trying to rebuild trust. But Gerhardt also began demanding sex every other day, and any refusal would be met with further accusations and anger. He also made sure to monitor her emails and work meetings, making sure she wasn't alone with Jeffrey Miller. It was a very controlling situation. After the attack, Ariel was rushed to the hospital. She suffered severe, complex scalp lacerations and a distal fracture of her thumb. She was hospitalized for 1 night and then continued wound care and physical therapy for her vertigo and fatigue. And what's really chilling is that earlier that January, before the attack, Gerhardt had actually sent Ariel an email asking her to apply for a $250,000 life insurance policy for himself. She had to handle the payment and provide health information, all for his policy. He asked her to apply for a life insurance policy just weeks before the attack? That's incredibly suspicious. It paints a very different picture of this entire situation. It certainly does. It raises so many questions about his motives and the premeditated nature of the attack. It's a stark reminder of the hidden dangers that can lurk even within seemingly normal relationships. Ariel's bravery in coming forward is truly commendable, and her story highlights the critical need for awareness and support for victims of domestic violence.
Okay, Sophia. After hearing about everything, from that life insurance policy to his controlling behavior, it really hits home how tricky domestic abuse can be. Spotting those red flags before things escalate is just so vital.
Totally, Isabella. What Gerhardt did, invading Ariel's privacy, constant verbal put-downs, demanding sex, watching her every move, these are textbook examples of coercive control. It's a whole system designed to just strip someone of their independence.
And sometimes these emotional and psychological tactics get totally twisted and mistaken for love, right? But they're actually so destructive, slowly eroding someone's self-worth.
Exactly. That jealousy, those controlling actions, the emotional manipulation, that's not love. Those are super subtle but dangerous warning signs. They clearly show someone could be dangerous. And honestly, they often ramp up to physical violence. Catching them early is non-negotiable.
So it really comes down to trusting your gut and understanding these patterns. Honestly, that can totally be the difference between seeing a dangerous situation unfold and being completely caught off guard. You know, Sophia, hearing Ariel's journey really makes you think about how these situations develop. It just underlines how important it is to trust your intuition, especially when those subtle red flags start popping up.
It truly is, Isabella. Ariel's strength, her journey through such a controlling marriage and surviving that attack, it's a powerful and vital reminder about those hidden dangers we've discussed. We sincerely hope this episode has offered our listeners some truly valuable insights. And if today's episode resonated with you, please consider liking, sharing it with someone who might need it, and subscribing to Good Life Guide. You can easily find us on all your favorite social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube for more wellness support. That's right. You can catch our full video episodes on YouTube or listen to us on Spotify. And for even more essential tools, valuable resources, and guided audios to help you live your best life, just head over to www.goodlifeguide.org. Thanks so much for joining us today, everyone. We truly appreciate you being here. We wish you peace and strength as you navigate your own journey.